Hey everyone, here's a little Christmas time mini lesson. I'll try and keep this short. So I was working on just creating long direction of lines on walking lines with a couple of students this week, and one of the things I gave them was using a tune out of nowhere. It's a great standard. It's a pretty melody, pretty lyrical. And the interesting thing about it is if you're doing it in the key of G, you have two bars at the beginning on G major 7. And then a bar on B flat minor 7 to E flat 7. And then back to G. Which is kind of odd. So you basically have a G major tonal center and then a 2-5, which kind of seems to indicate you're going to go to A flat, but it doesn't. It just goes B flat minor for a bar, E flat 7, then back to G. And then after that next two bars of G, you have a B minor to E7, and it goes into A minor. So you've got a long time to walk on the major 7, and then you have a bar each on these other chords. So the trick is, how do you connect from a G major to a seemingly unrelated chord like B flat minor and make it sound nice, but also create a line that has long direction? Well, here's one suggestion for you, right? So here we go. G major for 2 bars, and then B flat minor for a bar, E flat 7 for a bar, back to G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Now that works quite nicely to my ear. The B flat minor change doesn't feel too odd. The way I did that was I managed to move back up a half step into B flat. And the way I did that was I added a chromatic passing tone between the 6th degree of G major, the E, and then the D, the 5th. I added an E flat in there. So G, F sharp, E, E flat, D, C, B, A, up a half step into that B flat minor. Then I walked down to B flat minor, like kind of thinking more or less Dorian here, not Aeolian. I was going B flat, A flat, G, F. There's 4 notes. Bang onto the E flat 7 root. And from here you've got 4 notes to get back to G. You can either walk back up to G, or I went down to the low G because I want to start my next line on that low G and ascend. All right. So I just used what's kind of like a pentatonic fragment: root, E flat to C, B flat, A flat, G, like that. So we have this 1, 2, 3, and here's B flat minor, E flat 7, and there I used a stepwise one. I don't think that worked quite as well. So let's go back and use that pentatonic on E flat. 1, 2, 3, and B flat. I think that's nicer, you know. Now, once we hit that G, I wanted to use an ascending line going up. So check it out. Now we're going to go G major 7, 2 bars, and into B minor, into E7, and then we're going to go into A minor. All right. So from our low G now, 1, 2, 3, and I could also resolve to here, to that B minor root. Now I like that because what that means is I have one chromatic note going up too, and it's a different one. I went root, 3rd, 4, sharp 4, 5, major 7, root, 2nd, and then I can go into that B minor root there, you see? You see?